Hello everyone, we've got a nice forces on an inclined plane question here. So it says a rough plane is inclined to the horizontal at an angle of alpha, where tan alpha is equal to 3/4. A small block B of mass 5 kilograms is held in equilibrium on the plane by a force of magnitude x newtons, as shown in figure 1. The force acts in a vertical plane which contains the line of greatest slope of the inclined plane. The block B is modelled as a particle. The magnitude of the normal reaction of the plane on B is 68.6 newtons. Using the model, find the magnitude of the frictional force acting on B and state the direction of the frictional force acting on B, and that's 4 marks. So first of all, most important thing, let's get our sketch. Always the most important thing in mechanics. So here's our plane, there's our block. Now they tell us in this particular question that the reaction force is 68.6 newtons. So we can put that in there. We have our, our horizontal force, x. So we've got alternate angles here and here. So if that angle is alpha, then this angle up here is also alpha. Okay. Using similar triangles, this angle here is alpha. That's super important one. And then we make a right angle triangle by drawing a line there. And I've made a right angle triangle like that. Now, the important thing to note with this particular question is we know it's in equilibrium, but we don't know whether the block is on the point of being pushed up the plane or whether the block is on the point of just being held from sliding down the plane. So we don't really know which direction friction is going. So all you need to do is just arbitrarily pick a direction. So I've just imagined that the block is on the point of sliding down the plane. Okay, and then you just pick, so I've pictured friction as going to the right. It makes no difference, because if friction's actually acting down the plane, it just means I'll get a negative answer. And then the 2 steps that I'm going to do is I'm going to resolve perpendicular to the plane, get some equations there, and I'm just going to choose to resolve going up the plane. Okay, so I'm just going to choose to resolve going up the plane and perpendicular to the plane. So those are going to be my 2 options. First of all, it's always worth pointing out that when they give you in a question that they tell you that tan alpha is equal to something, you can use that to work out what cos and sine are. So they've told us that tan alpha is 3/4, so I've drawn my little triangle. It's a Pythagorean triple, as it often is, so I can see that my cosine of alpha is going to be 4/5 and my sine of alpha is going to be 3/5. So first of all then, let's resolve perpendicular to the plane. So resolving perpendicular to the plane, let's consider this force. We have got x, and it's going to be times by sine alpha, because the component of this force here is pushing the block into the plane. So that is x sine alpha. We've got the component of the weight that is holding the block on the plane. So that is this force here, which is going to be 5g cos alpha. So those are the 2 forces that, as it were, are pushing the block into the plane. The forces that are reacting against that and pushing the block away from the plane is our reaction force of 68.6. So we have one equation there. We can work out what our sine alpha is. Sine alpha is going to be 3/5, cos alpha is going to be 4/5. So the only unknown in this equation now is the force x. And when we solve that, we find out that x is 49 newtons. So that's our first step. Now I'm going to resolve up the plane, and remember I've just arbitrarily chosen, I've just randomly picked I'm going to resolve up the plane. It makes no difference. And remember I've randomly picked that I'm imagining that the frictional force is acting up the plane as well. So let's look at our equations resolving up the plane. So moving up the plane, it's in equilibrium. I've got the force F and I've got the component of this force X that is acting up the plane. And the component of x that's acting up the plane is going to be x cosine alpha. So the 2 forces acting up the plane are F add x cos alpha. And then acting down the plane is the component due to the weight, which is this force here, which is 5g sine alpha. So those, and it's in equilibrium, so the forces acting up the plane equal the forces acting down the plane. So now that we've got those 2 forces, remember we know that x is 49 newtons, and remember we also know what cosine and sine are from our triangle before. So we put all of those results in, we can see that the only unknown now is our frictional force. It turns out that it's minus 49.5 newtons, or minus 9.8. So minus 49 over 5 newtons, which is minus 9.8. So remember, I chose to resolve going up the plane, and I've got a negative frictional force. So what that means is that the frictional force is 9.8 newtons, and it's acting down the plane, because I resolved going up the plane and I got a negative answer. Okay. Right, that's our part A done. Quite a lot of work there, I thought, to be fair, for 4 marks. And in this particular question, it's one of those questions where the part B that's now worth 6 marks is only about the same amount of work, I would say. Okay, let's see what's happening now with part B. So with part B, it says the horizontal force of magnitude x newtons is now removed, and B moves down the plane. Given that the coefficient of friction between B and the plane is 0.5, find the acceleration of B as it moves down the plane. Okay, so they've told us that the coefficient of friction, mu, is equal to 0.5. X has now been removed and the block is moving down the plane, so we can be confident that the friction is now acting up the plane. So there's our new simplified sketch showing the situation. Now, because there's no longer this force X here, it means we're going to have a different value for our normal reaction, okay? Because there's less force pushing the block into the plane. So this is going to be reduced. So we need to resolve perpendicular to the plane again in order to find out what our new reaction force is. So resolving perpendicular to the plane, I've only got 2 forces. I've got my normal reaction and I've got the component of the weight that's acting normally, which is 5g cos alpha. So R is equal to 5g cos alpha. I know that cos alpha is 4/5, so my reaction force is 39.2 newtons. So that's the first thing. Now, because friction is equal to mu R, we can use this reaction force to find out our frictional force. Remember, we're told in the question that the coefficient of friction is 0.5. So we've got mu is 0.5. So F is equal to 0.5 times our 39.2. So therefore F is equal to 19.6 newtons. So far so good. So we're now ready. Let's resolve going down the plane because that's the direction that the block is moving. So our final step is now to resolve down the plane. It's moving, so I'm going to use Newton's second law. So resolving down the plane, what have we got? We've got 5g sine alpha pulling down the plane, and we've got the frictional force acting against it. So our resultant force is 5g sine alpha minus F, and that's going to equal the mass times the acceleration, and the acceleration is what we're trying to find. We know sine alpha is 3/5. We know F is 19.6 newtons as well. So we know everything in there apart from the acceleration. So we work that out, and that turns out to be 49 over 25, which is 1.96 meters per second squared acceleration down the plane. And that is the answer to part B. Perfect. I hope you're finding these videos helpful. Remember, if you're finding them useful, if you could like and subscribe to the channel, that could help me to keep on making more videos moving forward. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.